From the Fox 26 studios, this is Houston's Morning Show.
8:36 right now. Verizon, AT&T, and Comcast and T-Mobile are all joining in the fight to block those annoying robocalls. How good does that sound? All right, let's find out how it affects you as a consumer and what actions can you take right now. Here to talk more about this is tech expert Nick Walney. Welcome to Houston's Morning Show.
Good morning.
I tell you what, it was so great back in the day, not too long ago, when we never worried about robocalls on our cell phones. Now they come in on our phone all day. It's so frustrating.
All day. 45% of all calls now to our cell phones are actually robocalls or automated calls.
Almost half of them.
Yeah.
What is going on? Why is this happening?
Yeah, it's crazy. Even in addition to that, if you have an 832 area code, 713-281, you're getting some of the highest robocall rates in the nation. So what happens with a robocall is that a robocaller will run their number through a router, and it shows up as a U.S. phone number. We were talking about that on the break.
That's
right?
frustrating because it used to be some weird number would come in on your phone and you're looking at it thinking, there's no way I'm going to answer this. Now it looks like a local call, and they're not local.
Correct.
They're in some other country.
They're actually somewhere completely around the world. Sometimes the number is getting routed through different parts of the world before it ends up in your phone. But it is automated, and it's actually called a spoofed call, which is when the number is an international number or a machine, but the spoofing occurs where now it's going to look like a United States phone number, so you think it's a real phone call.
They're tricky. What do you want everyone to know? What is the latest trend, so to speak?
Well, the first thing to be aware of, as we all know from our our voicemails, is that a lot of these are scams of some kind. They'll say, I'm calling from so-and-so, you owe $10,000, you need to pay that today. And what's important is to not engage with the call in any way, because even if you do something like, oh, press 1 for more information, then you're going to get added to a hot list, and the number of calls that you'll begin to receive will increase exponentially.
All right, Verizon just came out saying, you know what, we're going to help our consumers. What is that, and are all the others trying to follow suit?
Yeah, so Verizon is going to roll out a free app later this week. All of the telecom providers are testing how can we stop this spoofing, because again, it's the spoofing step that makes it look like a real phone call, and it's why it's gone up. We were even talking on the break, the robocalls have gone up 50% alone last year, so you're not crazy. You are getting way more calls than you were getting before. So the spoofed calls is what Verizon is going to block and what other apps are going to follow in hot pursuit of, and what we hope is that that's really going to bring down the number of calls, or just make it more clear to you that it's a spam call, it's a foreign number, there's no caller ID.
Oh, that's huge. So the app is supposed to come out this week?
That's correct.
Very good. So I'm sure we'll be reporting that, so hang tight for that. But for now, we can do something today, and what is that?
Yeah, well, there's two things that you can do. They are both do not call lists. So number one is just being aware that there's a national do not call list. The URL is up on the screen, and so get your phone number onto that list. It is going to take about 30 to 60 days for it to take effect. But at least then the FTC knows that you don't want to be called, and they can take action on that. And then the second is that there's also a Texas version of that. So some people are on the national do not call list, but not on the local one. Make sure you're on both of them.
I've done that for my home phone. I don't get them anymore, but it works just as well for cell phones.
Yep.
Good
and
to
you'll
know.
need to put your cell phone number on there. Again, it will take 30 to 60 days.
I'm going to go at it right now. Thanks for that valuable info.
Absolutely.
Stop calling me. All right. Thanks so much, Nick. Good to see you as always.